Hello and welcome back to Mars Horizon, where we are leading Japan in the space race. In the last episode we completed the milestone, Mars requirement, engine and habitat. If you haven't seen that episode or previous, please find a link in the description below to take you to the playlist for this Let's Play. In this episode we focus on the next milestone, which is Mars Prep Ground Hab. So, in the previous mission we actually got the payload underway for the Mars service habitat. We went for the power variations to give us a better opportunity to ensure we had enough power to go forward and get the mission done as successfully as we can do. We've got an 85% payload reliability, which we can increase with training. We've gone for the Shishu for the rocket, and that'll be due in 11 months' time with a 99% expected reliability. And we've got a request mission due in 2 months' time for a weather report of Venus. We've got 3 mission slots available for us, but with the funds being 12.1 million, it's still good, don't get me wrong, but I would like to try and save. But we're getting just over 500,000 every turn, so we could do with having a few turns of just banking some credits and keep ourselves going. Then after that, I would like to start looking at doing some of the Jupiter, the Saturn, Uranus, and so forth. I mean, I was tempted to start looking at doing the Pluto flyby, only because it will take 13 years from launch. So it's going to take us quite a while to get there, so it'd be quite good to get that underway so we can keep progressing forward and then to keep our working our way back. Let's say Neptune, we've already done the flyby, so we could come back and do the Uranus flyby and then start looking at the 2 Saturn missions and then finally get back to Jupiter and do the Jupiter orbiter. And then I think we're about there really, and that's all the main milestone missions under our belt. But I'd say my plan for them ones will be to do a launch video and a launch episode and a finale episode to show the outcome of the mission. Okay, so that's where I think we're looking ahead in. On the base, we do have some more buildings that we can actually build. So we've got the deep space network that we've called research. So the deep space network is an array of vast radio antennas that aids interplanetary missions via its unrivaled telecommunication capabilities. This again, it's a plus 5% payload reliability, which is very good, but it will take, I'm not very fussed with the year, but it'll cost 8.8 million, sorry, and it's a 50k upkeep. It's quite expensive, which we can't really afford at the minute. Research wise, we've finished all the missions, we've finished all the vehicles, and we've just got the docking training facility left to do, and that's all the buildings done. So with this one, docking simulator simulators grant astronauts and scientists on the ground additional training opportunities ahead of facing the real thing. So this gives us 10% Mars experience reward from successful missions. We don't actually need it at all because we've already got 100% experience for Mars mission anyway, so it's still a good building to have, but and again it costs 10 million, so we can't actually afford it just yet. But once we got that, we'll be able to get this operational efficiency, which is minus 25% building upkeep, so that'll give us a bit more funding, which is very good. So other catch-up, so Mars readiness, we're at 92%, we've got 100% experience, 100% expertise, and 75% for the Mars preparation, and that'll be going up shortly once we complete this episode. Fingers crossed. We've already done the required research, which is the crewed Mars landing and the Orion payload. Again, that costs us 8.4 million, so that's going to be quite expensive to get, but we've got payload reliability 95%, so that's pretty damn good. We've done one required mission, which is the Mars requirement engine and habitat, and then we'll look on the send lander later. So NASA's at 20%, the Russians are at 63%, so they're closer behind us. We've got to keep an eye on them now. It was the Chinese, but they've fallen behind a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on them. ESA is 52%, and the Chinese at 56%, and our mission success challenge is average. So, all in all, not too bad. Diplomacy-wise, NASA's doing the Space Telescope, and they've got the Modular Space Station 3 upcoming. The Russians are doing the Mars Requirement Engine and Habitat research, and they're doing the Saturn Orbiter coming up. ESA doing the Deep Space Network and the crewed moon landing. I think that'll be just a request mission more than anything. The Chinese have got no research and they're working towards the Saturn flyby. So, with all that catched up, let's keep moving forward. Japan winning this race to Mars. I think we are. Several news websites have reported on your agency successfully completing the Mars Requirement Engine Habitat mission. The preceding opinion on social media appears to be that Japan are now ahead in the race to the Red Planet. However, China have publicly questioned the latter opinion. This mission is only one rung in a very high ladder, one we will climb long before Japan. I don't think so. Okay, we're not going to avoid dispute, we're going to refute the claim. So your agency has publicly refuted China's comments. This This mission has proved our capability and commitment to getting to Mars. The first humans to step foot on the planet will be Japan astronauts, not China's. There has been a huge surge of support for the agency on social media after the response. We're getting a load of support, but we lost a reputation with China. I'm not fussed. They wanted to say they'll get there first. We'll say we'll get there first. So we'll see who wins. But that's also a benefit because it means they put us more back into competing, which is good because it gives us an extra 2% on funding. And all the other agencies are friendly with us, so they get an extra 2% from each of them. So it's good to keep them competing. Anyway, keep moving forward. Okay, we've got the weather report ready to go, so let's get this underway. Brilliant. So that's 99% good, so let's get this launched. Okay, looks like a pretty good launch, so let's see how it was. Successfully, 88%. Very nice. So, let's actually continue this mission, because we haven't got very much in terms of quest missions anyway, so let's get this phase underway. So enter Mars transfer orbits. We need 5 comms, 8 navigation, and 4 thrust. For the bonus, we need 10 comms, 15 navigation, and 8 thrust. We've got data and power to do it in. We've got decaying thrust, so we just have to do two commands on thrust at the last turn. So we'd have to have an extra, we need 4 data and an extra 2 comms. So we need 12, 15 to go forward. So I'll see what we can do then. Yeah. So we could go for that and hope we get an actual bonus. So let's select that and go. Well, that ain't going to do as much good. Neither's that. And neither's that. Oh well. Mission successful, that's the main thing. Okay. No problem. So, yeah, that mission's going to keep moving underway. We could start looking at getting some of these optional missions. Orbital radio, anything else? Far side of the moon, which is purely, yeah, science again. Yep, sensors. Oh, I thought this was a station, but it's just an asteroid spinning. Cool. Yeah, I think we're doing the quest mission out here, and nothing on Mercury. Okay, so we could do the private space station or get the centrifuge module, which is for the excuse me. So this is going to be for the International Space Station, I would have said. So let's get this planned. How far are we off on this one there? So we've got 9 months to go. Yeah, so let's get this planned for a standard module. It's 3 million though. Yeah, let's just abort. Yeah, abort that for the minute. Let's just keep moving forward because I want to try and get this funding underway a bit better. Seems quite expensive. Yeah, we've got another polar analysis. We've got plenty of science missions, which is all good, but again, we're getting quite a good science at the minute, which is going quite high. And we don't particularly need much science anyway because we're just going towards this one here now, and that'll be it. So we'll keep moving forward. We've got another review. We're just shy of tier 21. So we just have to keep pushing forward. Got a new request mission for the moon, which is a lunar rover, which is still good, but again, it's science, and we can't really. What was that saying? We've got buildings that gives us 26% extra. Okay, that's still good. Okay, let's go for the next phase of the weather report. Let's get that underway. I'm just going to auto resolve it this time, just because it wasn't that good last time. But another successful mission, and we've got a bonus there, which is even better, more than we got for the first attempt. Okay, we need to get something done now. We've got 15.6 million in the bank. We've got 5 months to go for this launch. Let's get something underway. Let's get it for the centrifugal. Let's get this built and go. Just need some lucrative missions to come forward to be able to do something, because I don't want to keep throwing money away. What we've got now? Neptune has a Neptune mass measurement. Dispatch a probe to measure Neptune's mass will grant us a better understanding of the orbits of the outermost planets. It may also potentially disprove the Planet X hypothesis, which suggests an undiscovered planet may be affecting the orbits of the others. It's 12 years from launch. Tempted to do it, but it just seems to be... How much is it going to cost us? It's only 96. Payload reliability is a bit low, but... We could even tempt it to go for a prototype, but it's very unlikely we're going to be very successful with the mission then. Yeah, prototype does look pretty good, but again, I don't think it's worth it. So let's just stick with get that done. Be interesting to see what this is all about anyway. See if we get any information. Too far. Let's go. Go back to the beginning. Keep moving forward. Again, just keep moving on. Just trying to rebuild the money up. We've got a mission on Mercury. Again, it's the Mercari history, which is all we seem to get out here, which is still good, but not the best. We're just under halfway now for the docking training facility, so let's keep moving forward. NASA's completed the modular space station 3, which is good for them. Mars readiness 92, 64, 54. Yep, so everything seems okay there. Diplomacy, yeah, they've got the Galileo, the XMM Newton artificial satellite. Okay, the Rosalind Franklin. That's what that is. Modular space station 2. They've got, yeah, okay, so there's nothing special happening there. So let's check over here. Mars lander, no one's researched it. Russians researched the robotic rover, not doing anything with it. Sample retrieve, everyone seems to be getting there apart from NASA, but no one's actually doing it. The ground hab, everyone's, yeah, nothing seems to be changing. Everything seems good. So keep moving forward, let's get the money built up and we'll start doing missions as and when it keeps going forward. Right, so the ground hab vehicle is ready to go. We've got launch reliability, but payload has gone down. It's not the best. We already had good launch. Not a problem though. We can focus it on getting the yep, so this is what I'm concerned about, is the windows we have to launch. So we're up to March, which gives us 90% though, which is still good. And I think that's the most we're going to be able to get anyway, so which is a bit strange, but okay, let's go for a May launch in 9 months time, is there something? Yep. Okay, so we've got, what was it, 2 and a month to go for these ones. Okay, so let's keep pushing forward. Okay, so the Voyager is ready to go for the Neptune mass measurement. We've got launch reliability, but vehicle has got an increase. 50% payload is not the best either. If we reuse the design, I want to really make it as cheap as possible. Okay, might have. Let's look at a new design, see how we're looking. So there's only certain ones we can actually use. And how are we looking for payload? We'll select that one and see what we've got options. Okay, I was interested in trying to use the Wyvern. Looks very nice though. So, what's the cheapest and build time? It actually looks like this one. 4 months build time, so 7 months, yeah. So we can select that. We can do an upgrade point on. Well, we can either get the shop resource to get the payload up, but the payload's pretty bad anyway, so there's not much there. So we could bring the cost down by 10%. And we could then use. We could either then go down for 5 months and just get it launched, or we can increase it by 6%, but we're increasing cost quite a bit for that. Or we could just deduct it by 2 months and go for 1.7, and then we could throw some. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that and then see if we get a bit more time and build. But now we go for Astronautica. Let's just confirm that build. It's got a good it's got a good launch, so we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it, the payload. We have another Mars mission, impact analysis. Again, just give me some good pay missions, okay? Next month. Right, so the centrifugal module is ready to go. We've got increased science, but vehicle cost goes up. Just what we don't need. One more cost in. Okay, we can reuse a shuttle anyway, so let's go for the Shogun. We'll keep with the payload to be a bit higher, and we'll get we'll use Astronautica to build it for 4 months at reduced cost. So get that refitted. Go back. Okay, that does look good. Right, where are we looking now? So the ground tab is 7 months away from launch. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. New request on the moon. The far side of the moon again. It's lucrative. It's not the most expensive. It's only $1 million, but we can make this relatively cheap. Could go for a prototype, to be fair. It's only 75%, and we can get that increased training. So let's try a prototype. Not done this before, so yeah, we'll get a prototype. Go from there. It's only 2 months build. Give us $1 million, but yeah, Russia's completed phase 1, which is good for them. So let's keep moving forward. Budget reviews in. Oh, that's another year gone. Yep, chipping away slowly. Okay, far side of the moon is ready to go. So contract effects has been decreased. So it's not the end of the world. Get a vehicle, new design. So we can use some of the older ones, but just go back actually and do a load design. Use quite a bit of these. So yeah, the Jupiter looks pretty good. 202k. But think about it, I don't think it's going to be that expensive. Yeah, we'll go for a Jupiter. Load that up. We could go to make it a bit cheaper. Or payload reliability. No, we'll make it cheaper. And we'll get Astronautica to build it, which brings the price down again. Not by much, but it's better than... Yeah, because the payload's only about 50. It's just trying to make the most out of this, so... You could bring it down by a month, which is not the end of the world, so let's just select that and get it confirmed. Bill for 144k. God, this one's going to be quite one of the cheapest missions we've done. Yeah, we've got an infrared observatory again, vehicle upgrade, very good science. It's a shame actually. Moving forward. Okay, the centrifugal module's ready to go. Let's do launch preparations. The crew won't have any recuperation time. Multinational. Okay, 25% reputation reward upon successful mission. Yeah, these are tier 2. Yeah. Safeguard, advanced electrician, which would be quite useful. 10% with launch reliability, good. We've got a test pilot. Yeah, we've already got a test pilot. It's tempting to go for the advanced electrician though. She's only got 20 years to go till they retire, so we don't need a test pilot on this mission, so these two are pretty pointless. Let's get a problem solver, and yeah, we'll use you. I don't think we've used you that much. Let's get you two on board. Let's get the payload looked at and go for June. She'll increase the payload. Perfect. Okay, next month. Okay, let's just flying through these months quite quickly, which is good and bad. Doesn't look like these races are actually started. Haven't got any. They're not doing anything different than they was already. So, unless they're focusing their efforts out here in the outer planets, yeah, it looks like everyone's done Saturn but us, which I'm not fussed about. Saturn orbit has been done by the Russians. Yeah, they're doing the Uranus flyby, so they are pushing all the way out here, which is good for them, I suppose. Has anyone started doing this one yet? No, no one's doing Pluto. Now we've got some funds. I'm tempted to start looking at some of the other missions, but okay. So we're a month away from launch. Just thinking Pluto, or any of the missions really. You're going to take... So Uranus flyby would take... Looking... Like the Galileo takes at least 6 months to build or something, so... That might work in well, because... What's the ground tab going to take us to do? 3 phases. Yeah, 9 months. So we'll wait a couple more months and then we'll throw some of the other missions up there. Okay, let's get this launched. 90% is okay. It's not the best payload, but it's still good. Okay, we've only got added. We lost 4% for the launch, but we should still be okay. So let's continue. Yeah, one thing that is definitely a beast of a rocket. It's got some powerful engine on it. Beautiful night launch again. So, how well did we do? 49%. Still good enough. Okay, so getting some more leveling up. That's good. Okay. Mars prep ground hab to May 2002, phase 1. Enter Mars transfer orbit. Okay, so we need 3 comms, 3 navigation, 5 thrust. Bonuses 5 comms, 5 navigation, and 10 thrust. Got data and power. Thank God there's no drift. We've only got 2 command slots though. So we're gonna, if we want to go for the bonus, we're gonna have to get have to do a couple of these thrusts anyway. We'll have to start from the start really. Well, let's get some base resources going because we're going to need to have comms and data to get this underway. So if we get some comms to data and comms, it's only 2 turns. This is the problem. Okay. Yeah, we get some power. We've got power variation, so we should probably use the most of it. So if we do that, we get the data we need. We probably want to get the comms underway. So let's get the comms. Let's get that done. Anything better to do? Oh, actually, we could do that and into that command. That would give us 6. Then to get navigation, it's just going to be using power, I suppose. So let's actually use the power twice and get some good resources there. Okay, let's confirm that. And we have a fail straight away. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, let's just resist it because we've got power. This mission's horrible. 2 command slots. Anyway, so we're almost there with everything. So we could do a power navigation to get that up. We could then do. So I'm just thinking we need to do this a couple of times. So we're gonna have to get extra navigation and comms. Yeah, we did that. Or just do that. If we just use the power, that gets the navigation, we can then focus on just getting the comms and everything next. But actually, we're going to get a load of navigation by doing the command anyway, so let's do that instead. Start getting this thrust in order. Even though we are got a decay, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we'd shine. We need some more. Yep. Okay. Confirm that. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got some good comms there. We're almost there for this. So if we do. Okay, so. So if we do that, then we just do, yeah, then we should just be able to do 1 turn next time. We should be looking good. Okay, so we now just need to do that command. So we need to get some more comms, so. Yep, if we lose 1 next turn, it's not a problem, then we just get another, yeah. And we finish it in the last turn. Okay, lose 1, we're still on 12, which is brilliant. So what we can now do is use some power to get navigation. We can just recharge, and then that would give us everything that we need. Perfect. Okay, nice mission. Nice successful mission done there. Okay, continue. And we've got, oh yes, inflatable habitat, and it's 4.3 million, so let's get this plan. That's what we're waiting for. Now, is it worth it? Oh god, my throat went there. Voice went. So, yeah, standard. We could go for a prototype and then try and make it a bit cheaper. Yeah. Make most of these prototypes. They're not too bad of 70% still reliable. So, okay, so once a couple of these missions are underway, we've now got 9 months to go before the end of this mission, and before that point you want to start looking at maybe prepping and planning for maybe the Pluto mission. But we'll keep moving forward. Okay, the Neptune master's ready to go. Yeah, science training missions increase and payload. Oh god, payload's gone down again. That's not good. Okay, we can launch this mission. Looking good. Wow, excellent conditions, plus 10%. Okay, continue. Very nice. Yeah, the shuttles are definitely worth it. %32%. Oh, come on. Could have been better than that. Right, yeah, we could auto-resolve this. Yeah, we've done loads of these in the mission, so... Nice picture there, isn't it? Beautiful. Another mission successful. We've got the immersive power system as well, which I think we've already got. So, these two will enjoy 12 months aboard the space station, so enjoy yourselves. Neptune flyby, it definitely needs a payload. And going to have to do a late one, which is in March, just to get that up to 55%. So confirm that. Go back. Okay, so ground hab is 3 months away from its next its mid-course manoeuvring. Then we've got eight months to go for the Mars lander to completely finish. Okay, so just want to check how the Iranians are getting on with their research. Right, okay, so finally the Russians have done the engine habitat. And that's as far as it's gone, I think. Just look like that. So ESA have done one mission. The Chinese have done one mission, and so has the Russians. For the prep mission, sorry. It's just surprising how high experience-wise they are without getting much of this sorted out, but okay. So, keep moving forward. And we've finally finished the docking training facility, so all the research now done. And we've got the operational efficiency. And the far side of the moon vehicle is now ready to go. Launch reliability has gone down, that's terrible. Oh well. Yep, 75, and yep, so we're going to have to do launch reliability. And select a date for there, which is now back to 96. Confirm that. 99, sorry, not 96. Yeah, so it's not the best of missions, but we tried to keep the cost down quite a lot there. So building wise, now we've got some good research. We could do with either getting the payload. Where have we gone? So launch, we've got all that's research. All this is now in order. Not fussed about the diplomacy officer or the visitor centre. The contractors would be quite good for the extra bonuses, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we've got all the small rockets and everything. They were all locked. So we've got the water suppression, which improves the launch reliability when placed next to a large and medium, which is right here. So I do that. Okay, it's 3% extra and 5%. Yes, it's 5% for this one here. So I wonder if you could build more of them. Be interesting. So if I went build that, and you can only build it once. Okay. Just clear. Oh, hold on. Yeah, clear obstructions in my cursor. So to clear an obstruction, move your cursor to obstruction. Select it. Each obstruction will have its own clearing costs. Okay, that's fine. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to cancel that. It'll tell me once you place it, you placed it. That's nice. Can I clear it? Ah, yes, there we go. Remove it. And that should have refunded me, hopefully. Back to the base. So what else have we got? The buoyancy's done. Centrifugal training would be probably the next best one. Space runway would be quite good, or the payload. Yeah, payload's 8 million. I'm not sure if I actually got refunded for that. Oh well, you live and learn. Okay, keep moving forward then. So yeah, research-wise, we're finished. There's nothing more we can actually do, I don't think. No, everything's now done, so I don't even know what's the point of research now, so all we need now is basically funds. Exoplanet Hunter. A space telescope designed to search for signs of planets orbiting the other stars, which may provide our first direct observation of extrasolar planets. Very nice. Yes, that's going to concern the fact that the Soviets are actually have got that research, so we do need to be careful what we're doing now. So my view might actually be to bypass the Pluto completely and start focusing on getting all these sorted out. Yeah, we'll keep going a little bit more. Okay, next phase of the mission is ready to go, which is great. And the inflatable habitat's ready to go. Booster build and build time. That's nothing major. This one is for... So we've got the next phase for the ground tab, and yeah, the inflatable habitat. So let's reuse the design for the... I think it's the Kashar we used one there. Okay, new design. Okay, we'll set the Saturn. Okay, that's free. Okay, so that one, nice looking rocket, to be fair. But it's only 7 months at 3.3. Yeah, so that's definitely a lot better at 1.7. Yeah, 1.8. What was the difference between these two again? Not much. So let's load that design. We'll give it to Astronautica and bring the price down again. Confirm that and build. Brilliant. Right then, so where are we at? Yeah, we're at the phase. Yeah, ready for the next phase. So let's do the mid-course maneuvering for phase 2 for the Mars Prep Ground Hab. Okay, so execute trajectory correction. Right, so we've got 5 navigation, 5 thrust, 10 navigation, 10 thrust for the bonus. We've got comms, data, and power for secondary. We now have to deal with drift. So we need to be between -1 and 2. -1 and 1, sorry. Falling outside the parameters will only fail the mission when no turns available, and there's 2 drift will be generated at the start of the next turn. It's always +2, so we need to try and make sure we get rid of that as best we can. So, may as well just get some power. Probably not actually. Got 2 commands again, so be careful with this. Again, we need to deal with drift, so if we get some... Right, so we're going to have to use data and drift to do this, and we have to do that a couple of turns, so it's tempted just to do that straight away to get some resource in the bank. We then need to focus on just navigation and drift. So let's confirm that command to start with. Yep, nice little fail at 8%. Not worth the cost when we're only getting some secondary resources to get us going. Right, so let's focus on getting a load of navigation. So, could get some navigation there and some navigation there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, them 2 commands are pretty good. So looking at the thrust, what is it going to give us? It does give us navigation as well, so we need 4 navigation. We still need to get... So what we're shy of here, so we could do getting some more comms. I was tempted to get... Yes, we need 2 comms per turn, so that would be good to get that. And then Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good option. Got to keep an eye on the drift though, because that's going to go up every turn as well. Yep, so we've got 2 now, so we need to do... Well, we're going to have to do every time we can do 1, and then we're going to have to get rid of it with some drift. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Nice 90, yeah, that's good. Extra data. Accept that. Okay, yep, fine with drift at the minute. Okay, so we could do that twice, but that's not going to help us. So we then need to. Actually, we could do it this turn. That would work. So yeah, that gives us. So we're doing the command of the calculate thrust burn to the manual thrust adjustment. That gives us the navigation of 13 for 10 and 10 for 10 thrust, and the drift bang on 0. Let's confirm that. Brilliant. Nice. And is that it? Perfect. Very good. Nicely done. With the bonus. We'll accept that. So yeah, we're gonna get loads of science coming up shortly. Yeah, phase 2 complete. Space station centrifuge. Yeah, not much going on there. Okay. What are the other agencies doing then? NASA's doing no research. They got the Grand Tour come in. Modular Space Station 3, Mars Prep Rover, SLS Block 2, Neptune Flyby. Yep. Okay, docking train station. Okay. So how is everyone faring over here? Have they got most of all this done now? Okay, so the ground hab, ESA have launched the mission and will potentially complete 124 months. Okay, NASA's launched in 4. The other 2 have researched it. Everyone's done that apart from NASA. X-ray telescopes, just ourselves and ESA who have done it. Yep, and the Modular Space Station 3, everyone's done it but ESA. Okay. Keep moving forward. Far side of the moon, so let's launch. Nice, beautiful night launch. So let's continue with that. Yep, a few sparks from that rocket, which is normally the case for this one. Nice, beautiful night launch. And it's 64%. Still good. Yeah, we're doing a nice auto resolve for that. Beautiful. No bonus, but it's given us a nice little funding back for that mission. So, looking now, we are 4 months away from completing the Mars lander. It's tempted. I am very tempted now to get the Mars lander sorted out. So the Mars lander is this one, which will take 9 months to build. So I think it's perfect time to prepare for that mission. Yeah, Mars sender. So let's get the mission underway. We've got 4 months to go for this one to be complete, and that will still mean this Mars sender lander will actually be still being building the payload. So Mars requirements: send lander. In order for humans to land on Mars, an advanced lander must first be sent to the planet. Eventually, during the later crewed Mars mission, a crewed spacecraft will dock with this lander in Mars orbit, enabling the final descent to the planet. Okay, that is looking nice. And we can only get a standard one, which is a shame because I would have happily gone for the power variation, but it's still good. Overall, we're going to need a lot of navigation. Seems to be the big one there. Go back in there and let's get that build for almost 5 million. Brilliant. So we'll get that prepared. Just having a check on the Orion. That's going to cost us 8.4 million. And then you got the rocket as well. So we do need to keep an eye on our funding. But that's all missions underway. So we've got the ground hab due in 4. The Neptune is due in 7 months for launch. The inflatable habitat is due in 4 for launch preparations. So keep moving forward. Far slides of the moon. A series of expeditions have sprung up across various countries, featuring images from your recent mission to photograph the far hemisphere of the moon. Humanity's first glimpse of the far side of the lunar surface gained 100 support. Thought we all did that far side move before, but obviously not. Right, yeah. Okay, so we've gotten getting a few missions here. So yeah, measurements there, but it's only 625k. I don't see it worth taking the risk of building anything. Don't think we get much back in return for that, so we'll just leave that one. Astronaut video goes viral. A video of your astronaut Sake Tiraku performed a popular song whilst aboard your modular space station has been watched by millions of people on Earth. The song was taken from The Winds of Venus, a famous prog rock album inspired by your agency's Venus Impact mission. It is the first ever music video to be shot in space. Maybe after you've been an astronaut, when you retire, you can take up music as a career. So, brilliant, more support, which is good. Okay, diplomacy, anything interesting happening? No, China's actually doing nothing at all, which is surprising. They've seemed to slow down. Okay, so yeah, that's the one that surprised me, was the Russians doing the research, which is what it is, I suppose. Nothing else seems to be. Yeah, they got the research done. Yeah, no one else has done the research there. So yeah, I think they've all been focusing a bit out here. No one's done the Jupiter orbiter, which is fine. We can hopefully try and get on top of that. They've all done the Saturn flyby, which is not a problem. We'll catch them up when we can. Yeah, everyone's. I've already done the Neptune, which is fine, and Pluto. Only NASA hasn't researched it, which is fair enough. But we'll keep moving forward. Is this month we get a pay? Yes, we're on tier 1 now, so we now have an income of 969k per month, which is brilliant. If we get to the next tier, we get a million per month, which is awesome. So we're now getting 701k per month. We've got a habitat module, which is, again, it's great science and good support, so we could do with keeping these missions going just for the support. But again, I can't really afford to actually keep the missions funded. That's the issue. When these two this one's already had its rockets, that hopefully should just bring some good credits. And again, this one's going to need the rocket as well, so that's going to be costly. But either way, that's for upcoming episodes. So let's get the Mars Prep Ground Hub underway for the last phase. Okay, yeah, so the inflatable habitat has got mission training, but payload reliability has gone down. God, the engineers keep liking that one. So it's going to have to be a payload reliability, and we'll go for an August to get it a bit higher. We'll just go back. What would it be there? 12%. Yeah, that's fine. Confirm that and go back. Okay. Hasn't probably been the most exciting of episodes, should we say, but unfortunately this is the way things happen in the space agency. That 1 minute you're flush with money, you can throw all these missions up left, right and centre. The next minute you're having to watch on to your pennies. So either way, we've finally got to here, so let's launch the ground tab and let's get the final prep mission done. Okay, so the Mars Prep Ground Tab, February 2008, Phase 3. Achieve Mars orbit. So we need 5 comms, 4 data, and 5 navigation. We've got 10 comms, 8 data, and 10 navigation for the bones. We've got 11 power and drift. So, great precision is required for complex maneuvers such as docking. Keep drift within the required parameters to complete the task. Falling outside the parameters will only fail the mission where no turns remain, and free drift will be generated at the start of the next turn. Okay, so be interesting how this one's going to go. Free drift, we need to try and get that under control, which we could do with just power, which is quite good, which is what we'll probably do this term. Gives us some good starting funds as well, which is good. Actually, let's just get some navigation. Actually, that's not a bad one. So if we did that this term, and then next time we could do the orbital plane adjustment, which would also use some of the thrust drift as well. Just got to keep an eye on that. If we're going to get free every turn, that's probably not going to be the best option, but we can turn 2 of them into 2 of these. Yeah. We'll go with that for the minute. So we'll do the ranging uplink to the visual spectrum sampling. Okay, not bad. Got a first fail, which is a camera feather heating. So for one command, we can normally get 4. So let's accept the loss. Probably be a mistake, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we can use, yeah, some data. So I think we could do that into that. Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, we've got halfway and about halfway in each of them, so we're okay, I suppose. So, external sensor alignment into a geoscopic stabilization. But we need to make the most of the power variation, so let's try and use that. Right, so let's use range and uplink again to keep the drift under control and give us some more comms. Let's try and get the navigation up as well, so we could do... That would be okay, I suppose. What else could we do? We could do that, and then we could throw a few more things into... Yeah, okay. And we can just need one... What does that do? Does that add it on? Yeah. So if we did... Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, so if we get 9, 3 turns after this one, it keeps the drift under control. We just need to focus on getting some navigation, some data there, which would be fine. So let's do that instead. Let's try and play it a bit safe as such. Okay, that's giving us the drift back. We could then use... Yeah, if we did that, then the next turn we haven't got to deal with the drift, because that'll just add it back onto 0. And then all we've got to then do is focus on getting some more data with just one command. So let's confirm that. Brilliant, that adds it back onto 0. If we then just did that, that goes 11 comms for the 10, 10 for 8, and 10 navigation. Yeah. Confirm that and see if it allows us to accept that as the final mission. 21% is good. Is that going to allow us to do it, or is it going to give us data? Nope, that's it. So we've achieved Mars orbit. We need to perform Mars descent. Okay. So perform Mars descent. Okay, so we need 5 data, 8 navigation for the bonuses, 10 data and 16 navigation. We've got comms and power. So heat, precise thermal control of the payload device to prevent instrument malfunction. Keep heat within operational bounds to avoid payload failure. Heat will be modified between 1 and 3 at the start of the next turn. Okay. Heat will be modified between 1 and 3. So basically just got to keep below 3 and we should be okay. Okay, so great positions for drift. Great positions required for complex maneuvers such as docking. Keep drift within the required parameters to complete the task. Falling outside the parameters will only fail the mission when no turns remain. Yeah, so we've just got to keep it 0 when no turns remain, so that's no problem. Ish. Okay, so we need more navigation than anything, but this one here looks like a good shout, but it uses the data. So does that one. Okay then, so let's get some visual spectrum sampling into an orbital adjustment. Or should we try to get... No, that seems like an option. There's this one that'll do both, but let's just try and get some navigation on the board to start with. Then we can throw some more into here later. Yeah. Confirm that for the minute. Okay, successful. Good. Okay, heat check, and we got 1 additional heat, which is okay. So this turn we could actually just do the visual command. Actually, we could do that into that, so we're getting 4 every turn. Yeah, okay, that looks like a good option. Okay, doing the heat check. Alright, 4 turns to go. Heat's below, drifts in order. So if we did the same again, an infrared mapping into an orbital plane adjustment, we'll actually probably complete the mission here. Drift hasn't been touched. We've got 11 for 10, 16 for 16, so confirm. Okay, we have a failure. Sensor oversaturation, so if we just, yeah, we'll resist because we have the power spare. And we have a 94% to give us some extra navigation. Brilliant. that should be it. Yep, there we go. Should we see it nicely landing? That's it. Get your antennas up. Or was it solar panels? Not sure. Very nice. Yep. So we did complete that third, but we still completed it in one of the top 3. So third place, and we got the bonuses. Brilliant. So we'll continue that. We are now fully prepared. Oh, actually, that also helped get us 100% Mars readiness. So we have a good chance at the minute of achieving the mission. So your agency is success chance is good. Your agency is as ready as it ever will be to land humans on the red planet. The mission will be challenging, but you have good chance of success. Good luck, director. Yep, so we've got 100% experience, 100% expertise, and 100% preparation. We've got both the required research, and we've just got to do this, the Mars requirements to the send lander. But we're fully, as I say, we are as ready as we're ever going to be. The Russians are close behind us, and so is the ESA and the Chinese. NASA doesn't look the best, but they'll get there eventually. But yeah, so we already started planning for the Mars requirement send lander. So that's 5 months. We've got 5 months left for the build, but we'll have to leave that there for this episode. But thank you very much for watching episode 35 of my Japan's Let's Play. If you like the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode of Mars Horizon.